Senator from the state of New York, Hillary Clinton, another who fought long and hard for her party's nomination. Senator Clinton, first off, how do you think the nominee did tonight? And I have to ask what it was like for you to be in that arena tonight, watching this, having been a veteran of so many of these during the campaign cycle.
Well, first of all, it was great having the debate in New York, and Hofstra University did a fantastic job. I'm very, very proud. And sitting there, being part of the audience, was a great experience, because I thought that once again Barack Obama made very, very clear that he is the leader that we need for our country, that what he has talked about and evidenced in the last weeks as we have faced this very serious economic crisis has really underscored his readiness for the job and his deep understanding of the complexity of the issues that we are going to be facing. So I was very proud, and I think that once again he is closing the deal with the American voter, and the American voter is closing the book on the 8 years of the Bush Republican policies.
Senator, while you know better than most, anything can happen in politics. A lot of these electoral maps and a lot of the polls of congressional and Senate races have some voters actually worried about one-party rule, the presidency, both houses of Congress, perhaps a supermajority in the Senate. If that's the case, if that ends up being the storyline we're covering election night, and we have no idea with 19 days to go, what can you tell folks tonight the Democrats will do with power, with majorities, and the White House?
Well, the last time we had a Democratic Congress and a Democratic president was in 1993. And what the Democrats did then is what we're going to have to do again, and that is repair the damage that we will inherit. We're going to need a very strong focus and commitment to getting our country's economy working and moving again for middle-class families, something that you didn't hear much about from Senator McCain, except for Joe the plumber, who I think got a lot of airtime tonight. But the bottom line is that Democrats are ready to lead, and we don't want the kind of gridlock that we've had for too long in our nation's capital. Once we have a President Obama and a working majority in both the House and the Senate, we'll be able to move expeditiously. And the American people are yearning for the leadership that comes with being able to make decisions, carrying those decisions out. Our economic plans are so much better. I often say that, you know, it took a Democratic president to clean up after the first President Bush, and it's going to take President Obama to clean up after this President Bush.
Senator, quick question. Is Governor Palin qualified to be vice president or president?
Well, that's up to the voters to decide. I do know that Joe Biden is ready to serve and ready to lead if something were, God forbid, ever to happen. There is just no comparison between the Obama-Biden team and the McCain-Palin team in terms of what direction they want to take the country, what their ideas and their policies are. And I think that's why you see the race becoming so much in favor of Senator Obama, because voters are looking at their 401k, they're worried about their jobs, they're looking at their stock market portfolio, they're wondering what is going to happen to our country. And I think Senator Obama has demonstrated very resolute leadership. He's been calm, cool, and collected in the face of this crisis that we've been dealing with over the last number of weeks. And the American voter is looking for that kind of leadership, and that's why I think that he's going to win on November the 4th.
And this is precisely the part the voters get to decide. Senator Hillary Clinton of New York, thank you, Senator, for your time.